Hi friends, welcome back to the Saffron box. I'm Yamini Sharma and today I'll be talking about the most awaited transit of 2024, which is the transit of Devguru Jupiter as in Brihaspati into the sign of Taurus. So Jupiter is currently transiting through the sign of Aries right now, and it changes signs or other transits from one sign to the other in about 13 months. So on the 1st of May 2024 this year, Jupiter would finish its journey or finish its transition through the sign of Aries and move into the sign of Taurus. Now this is something which is always awaited by everybody because Jupiter is the most benefic of all planets. It is the biggest benefic. Its nature is to give, right? Jupiter defines God's grace. It defines it's the karka of the blessings which we receive from the universe, the blessings which we receive from God Almighty, right? So all the blessings, God's grace, the Guru Kripa, the blessings of your Guru, the Father's blessings, higher wisdom, your luck, your fortune, your higher wisdom yourself, your higher education, everything is seen from Jupiter. So Jupiter stands for all these things, all these good things, and without the blessings of your elders, without the blessings of your father, of your near and dear ones, or the right guidance or the right wisdom which you get from your father figure, which you get from your teachers, your gurus, one really cannot expect to do much in life, right? So you need blessings in whichever area you want to progress in, and Jupiter is something, Jupiter showers its blessings wherever it goes, right? So being the biggest benefic of all, and it anyways signifies your overall prosperity. So your wealth, your happiness, your optimism, how optimistic are you, how wealthy are you, how abundance comes to you, or how prosperous are you. All these things are seen from Jupiter primarily. So whenever Jupiter transits from one sign to the other, the aspects change. We know that Jupiter aspects with the 5th, 7th and 9th aspects, right? So whenever it is transiting, we wait for the relevant houses to be blessed so that blessings can come and we can welcome more prosperity or abundance or more expansion in those areas as well, right? So Jupiter, when it moves into the sign of Taurus, it is going to expand whatever Taurus holds or whatever Taurus stands for. So Taurus stands for your family, your finances, your wealth, your accumulations. Taurus is also the sign of beauty. So whatever is beautiful, whatever is luxurious, aesthetically, whatever looks good, feels good, your sensual pleasures, the fine arts, Taurus being a Venetian sign, all these things are, Taurus covers all these things. Your personal wealth. And now Jupiter coming into the sign of Taurus, though Taurus is not a friendly sign for Jupiter because Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus and Jupiter aren't friends. Jupiter is the Deva Guru and Venus is the Daitya Guru, right? So they are in opposite camps. They are not friendly towards each other, but still Jupiter being a benefic planet, and Jupiter by nature, it expands wherever it goes, is going to expand all these things about Taurus, right? So in general, we are going to be more aware and seek expansion in our personal wealth. So till now, if you were somebody who has not been saving much, or you are somebody who has not been focusing too much on their personal wealth, this may be the time where you start focusing on things, where you start building up your wealth, you start building up your assets, you start collecting beautiful, expensive things, or aesthetically you get more inclined. You invest in beautiful things or collectors items, etc. You start looking at. right? So Jupiter is going to bring your focus towards Taurus matters. So your family, your relationships within the family, your finances, the collectibles, the fine things which you have around you, how you speak is, again, you know, Jupiter, when it comes to Taurus, the way you speak, the way you put across your words, the way you communicate is also going to be an area of focus. So many of you may also find themselves working on their communication skills, or for some it just might be, you know, working on a new language, picking up a new language, right? Venus, or rather Taurus as a sign, also represents food. So anything which is related to food, good food, Jupiter is going to bring in expansion there as well. So you might become more aware of what you eat, what kind of food items you are interested in, what are your food habits. There'll also be a tendency to eat sweet things, right? So Jupiter likes sweet things, and Venus is also you know, a significator of sweet things, fine sweet things, right? So fine chocolates, fine sweets which are made, which are very beautiful looking, which really appeal to you. So there could be an expansion in the sweets, in the you know, bakeries, in the food business, etc. as well. So these are the kind of things in general which Jupiter is going to be you know, looking at expanding. Your money matters definitely is something which is going to be a common agenda, I think, for a lot of people, because as per the natural horoscope also, if you see, Jupiter would be sitting in a Artha house, that is the sign of Taurus, and aspecting the other two Artha houses, which are the 6th and the 10th houses, or the sign of Virgo and Capricorn. So Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn form an Artha trikone, or a Artha trine, and Jupiter sitting here is anyways going to be you know, activating the Artha sign, or activating how you use your resources, how you accumulate money, how you spend on food, how do you manage your intake, how you manage your daily routine and your work, right? So this is a good transit. It's going to bring in expansion in a lot of material things, definitely. And I'll be talking about what is going to be the impact of Jupiter's transit in Taurus on all the 12 ascendants. So I'll go ascendant wise. You'll find the timestamps in the description section or in the comment section, and I'll be talking about all the 12 ascendants one by one, and you can make a note of my observations, or rather what am I seeing as the possibilities, my insights. And as we go along, whatever resonates with you, do not hesitate to write a comment and share your feedback with me as well, right? I've also left a link of my WhatsApp number, as well as the link to my website, through which you can connect with me for a one-on-one session as well. Right, so the details are there in the description section. You can go through that as well. So I'll go with all the signs, and I'll begin with Aries. So if you are an Aries ascendant or an Aries rising, that means in the first house of your birth chart you have one that is Aries, which rises, right? Then in such a case, Jupiter is going to be transiting from your first to the second house. And remember, Jupiter is the 9th lord for you, and also the 12th lord. So Jupiter, being the 9th lord, holds the key to your luck, to the divine blessings, to the blessings of your guru, of your father, of your elders as well, right? So here Jupiter coming into the second house is going to be aspecting the 6th, the 8th, as well as the 10th houses. This could bring in a lot of luck in financial matters, right? So whatever endeavors you make towards building up your wealth, towards your financial resources, this could really, you know, bring blessings to you in terms of your material growth, so financial matters, your family wealth. In case you have a joint family wealth, or you share resources with other family members, with your brothers, or you're in a joint family system, then this will bring in more wealth overall. Also, your liquidity, as in the cash which you can dispose of, the disposable cash at hand would also increase. So as your income increases, you are able to spend more, your purchasing power can increase. So all these things are definitely indicated. Your speech gets better, right? So you can work on your speech gets better. You may learn some new language. You may be able to convince people with how you talk, right? So your communication skills are going to help you out. That's an area of improvement also for those who have been facing issues because of communication problems. Also, there could be expansion in the family. So you may have a new member getting added in, or you may look at alliances for people in your family. So addition of a new family member is also indicated. There could also be inheritance of wealth, right? So that may happen because Jupiter is also aspecting the 8th house. So there's a direct connection which is coming up between the 2nd and the 8th houses, which shows some expansion of wealth or some increase in assets because of inheritance. So again, your natal chart, whatever it promises, if the dashas are also, in resonance with the whole transit, then of course, the transit will deliver what the dasha is promising. A lot of you may also find solutions to their long pending medical problems or legal problems also, because Jupiter aspects the 6th house also, which is the house of all the Shadripus or the oppositions, etc. As such, your enemies, your legal troubles, your medical troubles is the house of disease, right? So you may find some solution to any long pending problem, something which was there pestering you for a very long time. Jupiter also aspects the 10th house, which shows that there could be a step up in your career. So either you get a higher status, a promotion, or some kind of an increment may also be around the corner, which you benefit with. There could be better terms and conditions at work, right? So those of you who are still looking out for an employment, you may find a job, and those of you who are already employed may also find better terms and conditions or better working environment, because Jupiter coming here aspecting your 6th, aspecting your 10th house, sitting from the 2nd, definitely shows some financial gain and better times in terms of your overall material success as well, right? Then I move on to the next sign of Taurus. So if you're a Taurus rising, Jupiter is going to be leaving your 12th house and entering the 1st house, that is the Lagna for you. So if you're a Taurus ascendant or a Taurus rising, Jupiter sitting in the Lagna is going to be aspecting the 5th, 7th and 9th houses. And Jupiter, remember, is the owner of your 8th house as well as your 11th house. So 8th house, yes, there's a question mark there, but it is also, remember, the Labhesh for you, or the ruler of the 11th house, which means it controls the material gains also for you, or the desire fulfillment is also Jupiter's department. Jupiter has to take care of all that. So here a lot of people may work on improving themselves, right? When Jupiter comes into the Lagna, you want to project yourself better, you want better things for yourself. There is some maturity which comes in. So the way you conduct yourself, the way your personality shows out or comes out in front of other people definitely improves, right? Then they also could be, Jupiter aspects the 5th and the 9th houses also. So the trines are also affected. So your overall learning, the way you learn, the way you grasp things also gets better. If you're looking at conception, if you're planning a child, this may be a good time, as Jupiter aspects the 5th and the 9th houses both. There could be a lot of support within the family. So your father supports you or you support your children. So mutual support within the family members is definitely indicated when Jupiter comes into the Lagna. Jupiter, remember, also aspects the 7th house. Now when it is aspecting the 5th and the 7th houses both, we know that chances of getting married or starting off with a new romantic relationship and slowly moving it or getting married to the same person, that is also possible. So since Jupiter is the 8th lord and it comes to the Lagna, this could also bring in, or rather you dwell more into your interest of astrology or deep spiritual practices, doing meditation, etc. as well. You could bring about a lot of transformation in your personality as well, because the 8th lord of transformation is coming to the Lagna. So this is a chance to redo your personality or work on positive aspects, bring about transformation, bring about good changes in your personality as well, right? So overall for the Taurus ascendant, I would say this is a good transit, though Jupiter is a functional malefic planet for you, but at the same point in time, being the 11th lord and being a benefic planet as such, there are a lot of good possibilities. Depends on how you bring them all about, right? So moving on to the sign of Gemini. If you're a Gemini ascendant or Gemini rising, Jupiter is your 7th and 10th lord. It's the lord of two Kendra sthanas for you, and it moves to the 12th house now, and from there it aspects the moksha trine. Coming to a moksha trine, it now aspects the 4th and the 8th houses also. So the houses of moksha trine are getting activated. It also aspects the 6th house. So two Trik Bhavas are also being aspected, and Jupiter is sitting in a Trik Bhava of the 12th house as well, right? So here I would say that it's not all that bad, because Jupiter here, being the 7th and 10th lord, sitting in the 12th, could activate a lot of foreign connections for you. So for example, you're a person who has businesses, you want to expand, or you want to partner with people sitting away from you. There could be a lot of possibilities. This may be a good time for you to explore new partnerships or foreign clients, foreign partnership. If you are somebody who's into import and export, etc., this may be a good time. This may be a very active time for you, because you get to interact with a lot of new people, spend a lot of time traveling. And if you're self-employed, this may be a time where you travel a lot because of work. Now, while your work, etc., can grow, this overall transit can bring in a lot of physical separation from your partner, right? So there you could feel that you're not getting enough time, quality time with your spouse, with your partner, and this is causing some issues, right? So it's not as bad, but yeah, this is something which is definitely coming up on the cards. And Jupiter sitting in the 12th, when it aspects the other moksha houses, this could make you dig deeper into your spiritual pursuits. You also may like to spend time in solitude, or take up some sadhana, take up some meditation, read more about spiritual stuff, develop yourself spiritually, etc., right? Some of you may also look at relocating, right? So leaving your house, relocating to some other place because of work may also be indicated. Jupiter from the 12th also aspects, as I said, the other Trik Bhavas, that is the 6th and the 8th houses. So here there is some kind of protection to the medical issues, or the unexpected unwanted circumstances we somehow come across. There is some amount of guarding or some protection which Jupiter provides here, right? So you may get treated for some disease, or some chronic issue which you were dealing with for a very long time. You may get some relief by getting some good treatment, a good doctor. You may have to travel for it also, right? So expenses may rise, but health could get better. You could get a better treatment or a better caregiver for yourself. Also, some people may look at gain of employment, you may get a new job, but you travel away from home, so you may relocate because of your job opportunities. These kind of things are definitely indicated. Time to, you know, get into some spiritual sadhana, etc. I think that is the best way. If nothing applies to you, if you're not somebody who's working, who's traveling, just spend some time reading good stuff, or spend time alone in meditation and in dhyan, etc. It will really work wonders for you, especially while Jupiter is in the 12th, and it is also aspecting Ketu sitting in the 4th house. It will give you a lot of peace and calm. Then moving on to the next sign of Cancer. So if you're a Cancer rising, Jupiter is going to be coming to your 11th house, house of gains, house of desire fulfillment. And remember, for Cancer ascendant, Jupiter is the 6th lord as well as the 9th lord. So it holds the key to your luck, to your fortune, also to the divine blessings you get. And it is coming to your 11th house, from where it will aspect the 3rd, 5th and 7th houses. A very good time for starting something new. So this time could bring in a lot of new desires, new ambitions in you. So you want to start something new, you want to venture into something new, you get more ambitious, and you want to communicate about all this with your friends, with your siblings, etc. So this could bring in a lot of connection or a lot of communication with your siblings. If you were not enjoying a good relationship with your siblings, this may be a time when things start getting a little better between you and them, and communication flow is resumed, right? So these kind of things can happen. Jupiter is aspecting the 5th house also, so this could bring progeny or childbirth if you're planning. And also this could bring out your creative side. So Jupiter's aspect on the 3rd and the 5th together shows that you can enhance your creativity, how you put together your ideas, your ambitions, and how you put together that concoction and bring it out to the world, showcase it to the world, is what Jupiter will support. So your communication can get better, your creativity can get better. This is a great time for you to bring out your talents and showcase to the world, right? Apart from that, take care of your health, because Jupiter, being the 6th lord, is in the 11th house. So it's on a higher note of the 6th house. Health issues may be indicated, especially related to the stomach region. So that is something which you need to take care of. This could be a period where some new love stories or romantic beginnings could take place, right? So your 5th house is getting aspected, your 7th house is also getting aspected. So those of you who are looking at a partner, who are looking at a marriage alliance, may also get lucky. This could be a good time for you to get hitched into a relationship as well. Partnerships can work very well, right? So Jupiter sitting in the 11th may bring in good partners to you from your social circle, right? So overall a great time. Just take care of your health and things should look good. Then moving on to the next sign of Leo. So if you're a Leo ascendant or Leo rising, Jupiter is the 5th and the 8th lord for you, and it is going to be transiting, or rather coming into the 10th house for you. A yoga karak planet for you, Jupiter, in a way, because it's a 5th lord, and it comes to the 10th house. Those of you who are looking at promotions or a change in your employment, better job opportunities, may get lucky, right? It would have already started working for a few people. So you get new employment, a step up. Financial growth is definitely indicated, because Jupiter sitting in the 10th house is going to be aspecting the 2nd and the 6th and the 4th, right? So the Artha trine is definitely getting aspected, and is aspecting the 4th house as well. So promotions, climbing the ladder, good opportunities, good public image, all these things are definitely on the cards. Make sure that you're grabbing all the opportunities which are coming your way, because this transit is going to come up again after 12 years, right? So this is a great time for material growth for the Leo ascendants. Your liquidity could also increase. The cash in hand which you get may increase, and your work conditions could also get better, right? So all is good about your material growth and your financial growth, your career related growth as well. So concentrate on that and make the most. Some of you may also gain from stocks or speculation, right? So again, a good time for you, but trade carefully. I am not recommending that you go ahead and start dealing with stocks or start investing, but whatever you do, if you do it carefully, I think it may work for you. Those of you who are dealing with some kind of a chronic health issue may get a better treatment, right? So a good doctor can come your way, and a good line of treatment can work in your favor as well. Then moving on to the next sign of Virgo. So if you're a Virgo rising, Virgo ascendant, then Jupiter is coming to your 9th house. From the 9th, it aspects the Lagna, which is good. It aspects the 5th house and the 3rd house. Jupiter, remember, is the lord of your 4th and 7th houses as well. So here for the Virgo ascendant especially, things have been tough for a very long time, and I have seen this personally in my consultations, in my readings, that Virgo ascendant people, especially since Ketu has come to the Lagna, have been quite disoriented, or they've been feeling quite bogged down by whatever's happening around them, in their family, in their lives, in their health, etc. Now with Jupiter coming out of your 8th house and in the 9th house, there could be positivity, which is slowly going to build up and get better as the transit happens, and Jupiter gains some strength here in the sign of Taurus, right? So there could be improvement in your overall circumstances, in your overall life situations. There could be blessings coming your way. You may start to feel positive again after a long period of getting bogged down. Those of you who are planning children, who planning conception, may also get lucky during this time. So go ahead and plan childbirth, plan a child during this time. A lot of you may get support of their children and their elders, right? So a great time for you. Things are going to start looking up, so keep your head up and remain optimistic. So Jupiter being here, coming to the 9th, is going to infuse or inject a good dose of optimism for the Virgo ascendant, which is highly required. Also Jupiter aspects the 1st house, as I mentioned. So here a lot of people may find themselves learning new things and upgrading themselves, right? So you may work on something which you want to learn, upgrade your life skills overall, learn something new. For students, again, this is a good time. Those of you who are into any kind of a spiritual practice also may find themselves progressing very well, right? So if you are doing some kind of a spiritual practice, some sadhana, some meditations, etc. you do, or you want to progress ahead towards this line, then a lot of positivity may come, because Jupiter is aspecting Ketu sitting in the Lagna, which is really helping people pursuing spiritual practices. Jupiter will also activate a lot of journeys for you. So this year, while Jupiter is in the sign of Taurus, there's going to be a lot of to and fro journeys, short distance journeys, etc., which will keep you on your toes, right? So that is something which you need to really pay attention to. A lot of expenditure also because of this, and a lot of busy times ahead is what I would say. Overall, things are looking better for the Virgo ascendant, so make the most of it, and remember to seek the blessings of your gurus, seek the blessings of your elders before you begin anything new, right? So moving on to the next ascendant of Libra. For Libra, Jupiter is the 3rd and 6th lord, and it comes to the 8th house. Now remember that Jupiter is not a benefic planet for you. Jupiter is a functional malefic, and it comes into the 8th house, which is again a Trik Bhava, which is again a Dostana. But the 8th house, though it is a negative house, we don't, a lot of us fear the 8th house transits also, but at the same point in time, Jupiter here gives you a lot of scope for transformation. 8th house is the house of transformation, right, of upheaval. So use this energy to bring about transformation towards a better you. Leave aside any kind of unhealthy habits or unhealthy thoughts or negative emotions which you might have been harboring for a very long time, which may not have been giving you a very good sense of well-being or good health, right? Something which is being a deterrent to your good health. Leave those habits. This is a very good time to bring about that change. And from here, Jupiter is going to be aspecting the 2nd, the 4th as well as the 12th houses. So while for your health and all, this might be tricky if you don't use it in a positive way, your financial health is definitely going to be good during this transit of Jupiter in the sign of Taurus, because Jupiter being the Karka of wealth itself, being the Karka of material prosperity, also it is going to give you enhancement in your financial resources, your joint resources. So if you are in a partnership or with your spouse also, your sources of income could increase. You could tap into more sources of income, right? This could also be a transit during which you get some inherited wealth or inherited property may come to you, because Jupiter is also aspecting the 4th house. But at the same point in time, do take care of your spiritual growth, right? How are you growing spiritually? How are you introspecting about your actions? What are you letting go? Are you doing enough for forgiving others or letting go? Because a lot of negative thought patterns, the way this transit goes, can affect you, right? So make sure that you let go of whatever is not serving you. I think that is the biggest thing that Libra ascendant can do while Jupiter is in the 8th house. Then moving on to the next ascendant of Scorpio. So if you're a Scorpio ascendant, Jupiter is going to be coming into your 7th house, and from there, Jupiter being the 2nd and the 5th lord, it will aspect the ascendant first of all, which is a good thing, and it aspects the 3rd as well as the 11th houses. So here Jupiter would bring in good prospects of partnership, of marriage, right? Increase in your family strength. Jupiter is also the 2nd lord, it is the 5th lord also. So those of you who are in a romantic relationship may look forward to getting married to your partner. Chances of marriages happening for Scorpio ascendants is definitely high. For some of you, it may also bring in new romantic relationships, right? So this is a time where matters of the heart are going to be all out in the open. So you meet new people, and some of you may be wearing their heart on their sleeves, right? So this is a time for expansion of the matters of the heart, expansion in family, good marriage prospects, good business prospects also. So if you are if it qualifies for you, if you are in a partnership business, then this could be a good time, right? Make sure that whatever you are signing on, whatever agreements you are making are done well. You are checking them again, and you're legally on the correct side, right? So no mistakes and errors of omission are done by you. That is something which you need to take care of, right? Apart from that, those of you who are in the field of media, public relations will also do well. This is a great time to improve on your social skills, improve your networking skills, make friends with new people, approach things with an open mind, right? So Jupiter is aspecting the 3rd house and the 11th house. So new ideas can come, new ideas can be generated when you meet new people, when you open yourself to new possibilities, right? This entire transit will definitely help you enhance your personality as well. So overall, a good time for the Scorpio ascendant. Jupiter as it is the 5th lord, so a lot of positivity is definitely seen for the Scorpio ascendant. Then I move on to the next ascendant of Sagittarius. So if you're a Sagittarius ascendant, Jupiter is your Lagnesh as well as your 4th lord, right? So holds the key to 2 major houses in your birth chart, and it is going to be transiting into your 6th house. Now some people do have this fear, whenever and Jupiter comes to any Trik Bhava, people have a lot of fear. But remember that whenever Trik Bhavas are getting activated, they are also bringing about a lot of chances of changes happening in your life. Jupiter in the 6th house is sitting in a Upche Bhav while it comes to Taurus, right? So 6th house is also a Upche Bhav. Upche means something which grows with time. It is a malefic house, no doubt, but Upche means a growth house also. It is going to grow. So with time, when you go through some adverse situations, you grow with time, right? So Jupiter here will make sure that you are paying enough attention to your health first of all. So it can be bad, it can be a bad transit for those who are negligent towards their health, but for those who are careful about their health, about their routine, it's going to be good. You can bring about a lot of changes. You can build up a healthier you in while Jupiter is here in this 6th house of Taurus, right? Jupiter here aspects the other two Artha houses, that is the 2nd and the 10th, and the Trik Bhava, that is the 12th house also. So financially, financial prosperity wise, this is good. You can, if you are in a business, if you are trying to gain some opportunities, competing with people in the live market, right? Chances are that luck favors you. A lot of financial growth can happen in business. Those of you who are employed may also see some step up, as in a better status, a better opportunity, or some an increase, an increment happening, right? So all those chances are also around the corner. Some people who are appearing for jobs or writing exams, appearing for interviews, etc., looking at employment, this may also be a good time for you where you get the employment of your choice, right? So this is overall a decent transit, provided that you focus on your health, your eating habits, and your overall routine, right? 6th house is the house of routine, your daily routine. So what kind of efforts you put in your daily routine definitely matters. Jupiter is also going to be aspecting the 12th house. 12th house is the house of losses, of expenditure. It's a Trik Bhava, right? So here I would say because Jupiter is a benefic planet, it's your Lagnesh also, some benefic expenses can happen. You may donate money to charity. You may spend money or spend your energy towards donations, towards charity, so towards some social causes, right? Some of you may also find themselves going towards some health retreats, etc., right? So this is not a bad expense. It can be a good expense as well, right? Going for a good cause, and it is better that you spend on a good cause rather than spending on something which is unwanted in future, right? Now moving on to the next ascendant of Capricorn. Now for Capricorn, Jupiter is the 3rd as well as the 12th lord. Again, not a very benefic planet for you. It's a malefic, in fact, because it holds the ownership of the 3rd house and the 12th house, right? So here Jupiter comes to the 5th house. Now remember, though it is a functionally malefic planet, but coming to the 5th house, Jupiter will be aspecting its aspecting the Lagna, the 11th house as well as the 9th house. So now, by virtue of being a benefic and sitting in a Trikona, Jupiter has to render support to the Lagna, right? So this is a good time for people who are studying, students, people who are appearing those who are preparing for exams, those who are pursuing higher education. So the 1st, 5th and 9th houses, they get activated, right? So Jupiter also helps those who are taking up religious studies or theology related studies, etc. So Jupiter is aspecting Ketu in the 9th house. Here it is very good for spiritual pursuits, very good for following a guru, finding a guru, right? So finding guidance when you're looking at higher wisdom, you get your questions answered, you get the right path, or you get the right guidance, right? So this is a good time to mend your relationship with your father in case you have a problem there. This is a good time to listen to your teachers, listen to your gurus, get good guidance, right? So Sadbuddhi is what I would say. In case you have been wandering, you are feeling a little lost, I think this is a time when you'll get some good guidance coming forward, which can enhance your quality of life going forward, right? Apart from that, Jupiter is sitting in the 5th and aspecting the 11th also, so it can certainly bring in progeny, bring in children for those who are planning for children. So this is a good time to conceive, this is a good time to plan children. And it also, you know, as I said, it aspects the 1st and the 9th both. So aspecting the 1st house, it certainly boosts your confidence to some extent, right? It is also the 3rd lord, remember. So you can work on your communication, you can work on your creativity, you can work on how to express yourself better with people. So overall, I would say this is a great time for the Capricorn ascendant. No problems as such, provided you keep your mind open and open yourself to new possibilities. Then moving on to the next ascendant of Aquarius. So if you're an Aquarius ascendant, then Jupiter holds the ownership for your 2nd as well as the 11th houses. So your money, that is your pocket, your wealth and your gains, all your material gains are seen by Jupiter, being the 2nd and the 11th lord. Jupiter will be transiting into the 4th house, so it is coming into a Kendra Bhava, and it is going to be aspecting the 10th house, the 12th as well as the 8th houses. So it is coming in the Kendra Bhava and aspecting the 2 Trik Bhavas as well as the Kendra Bhava, the Kendra Sthan, the Karma Bhav, right? So here I would say that a lot of wealth making opportunities can come in. A lot of people would invest in new properties or upgrade to a bigger house or upgrade to a bigger car, because remember, Jupiter, wherever it goes, it expands, and Jupiter talks about big ticket items, right? When we talk about luxury, all the big things, all the super expensive things which are seen, which you can find, Jupiter has control over them, right? So all the big houses, big cars, luxurious cars are a possibilities. So even if it doesn't apply, even if that luxury angle doesn't apply, whatever you hold right now, it is going to be a step up to something better, right? Jupiter here is going to do that job for you. So provided your dasha is also favoring you, this is going to be a good time, good 1 year for you to build a property, build up assets. Also your social image, your image at work can improve, because Jupiter is going to be looking at the 10th house. Your network circles can improve, can help you improve your your job options. Some network, somebody from your network can introduce you to somebody influential, where you get a better job prospects, you get better business chances, right? So networking is going to help you out as well. Also Jupiter, as I said, aspects the Trik Bhavas, the 8th as well as the 12th. So any problems which you might have been facing, unexpected problems, or something which is of chronic nature, it could be a health issue also, I think that can come under control. Also some expenses which you had been making, which were wasteful, or money which was going and you were not able to save, now Jupiter helps you controlling that flow of money. It helps you in saving that money. So some amount of savings can also happen here. Overall, this is a good transit for the Aquarius ascendant, I would say, because Jupiter, being the 11th lord coming to the 4th house, I mean, I really see it as a pretty good placement, right? Then moving on to the next ascendant of Pisces. So if you're a Pisces ascendant, Jupiter is your Lagnesh as well as your 10th lord, right? A very important planet. Anyways, the Lagnesh is always important, and then being the 10th lord also, it really holds key to whatever you are thinking and whatever you are doing, right? So whatever you think, whatever you are and what you do, Jupiter is going to be governing that. And now Jupiter comes to the third house, and from there it aspects the 7th, the 9th as well as the 11th houses, key houses, right? Being the Lagnesh, it is aspecting the 7th house, the 9th, 11th. Gain of marriage, gain of a partner certainly being seen, right? So if you are somebody who was waiting for a very long time to get married, or you know, seeking out an alliance for yourself, this is the time. This is the time where things can fall in place for you. If you were somebody who was looking for a job opportunity, you know, good job opportunity, or you had been applying to some other organization, you wanted a change very badly, I think this is a time when things can start moving. You can see some traction for yourself for various things, right? Education wise, this is going to be good for people who are seeking higher education. Those of you who are you know, in the business of traveling, tours and travels, communication, media, etc., this is going to be a super hectic time for you, right? A lot of frequent travels are going to be there for you. A lot of exchange of ideas, a lot of meeting new people, expanding your business, expanding, collaborating, networking with people is definitely on the cards. And those of you you know, wherever it doesn't apply, like if you're not in these sectors, chances of travel is anyways increasing for everybody, right? So this is going to be a time you're going to be doing a lot of long and short journeys. So a lot of travel is going to be there, and for some of the Pisces ascendant people, this is going to be a lot of religious travel also, right? So Jupiter sitting in the third house is aspecting the 9th house. Jupiter anyways governs all the religious places, so here a lot of visit to holy places is seen, right? So very eventful time ahead for the Pisces ascendant. Make the most of it and do well, seize all the opportunities which come to you, right? This is a good time to showcase your talent to everybody. Whatever you have hidden, now Jupiter goes to the third house and expands all the possibilities for you. It lets you come out in the open with all your hidden talents, with your aspirations, right? So that was all about the ascendants, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Till then, if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe and do leave your comments in the comment section. I'll be glad to see them. Thank you so much.